Haier HPND14XCT Portable AC promises 14,000 BTUs of fast, room cooling power. Either we've reached portable AC peace at last in 2026, or we're signing up for another round of loud, lukewarm, energy-hungry disappointment. On paper, you get digital controls, self-evaporation, a 24-hour timer, and cooling for spaces up to 500 square feet. Sounds criminally generous for a unit on wheels, right? But here's the thing. Portable AC specs can be optimistic. Here's what caught my attention. The 14,000 BTU figure is the old ASHRAE rating, not the newer DOE SACC that actually reflects real-world performance. I rolled this into 2 different rooms, measured temps, noise, and power draw, and lived with it through a humid week. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 2 weeks of testing. Here's what the HPND14XCT claims to do. Cool medium to large rooms quickly. Dehumidify aggressively without constant draining. Run with simple plug-and-play setup and an easy window kit. Be quiet enough for living rooms and bedrooms. Sounds convenient, right? Pretty bold claims in a category that's famous for compromises. But here's where things get interesting. Reality check. Portable AC marketing lives in 2 worlds, the big ASHRAE number and the smaller DOE SACC number that accounts for heat losses from the hose. They claim 14,000 BTU. What you actually get is closer to 8,500–9,500 BTU of effective cooling in typical use. Here's why. It's a single hose design. Every minute it exhausts hot air out the window, it pulls warm, humid air from the rest of your home under doors and through cracks to replace it. That negative pressure is a hidden tax on cooling. In my 12 by 15 foot office with a west-facing window, starting at 81 F and 60% humidity, it dropped to 73 F in about 45 minutes with the door closed, solid. But in a 20 by 20 living room during a 95 F afternoon, it stalled around 77–78 F even with the thermostat set to 72. That's not failure, it's physics. They claim up to 500 square feet. Reality, yes, if it's a well-insulated room, shaded, door closed, and you're okay with mid-70s. If you've got high ceilings, sun exposure, or open floor plans, think 300–400 square feet for comfortable results. Evidence, data loggers showing the curve flattening once delta T hits about 12–14 degrees under high load, which is exactly what you expect from a mid-9K SACC class unit. They claim self-evaporation means no draining. What you actually get is mostly no drain in cooling mode when humidity is moderate. But let's be real here, in humid climates, the condensate builds up. I had to drain once after a rainy day test when room humidity sat at 70%, tank full warning after about 6 hours. Multiple user reviews say the same, fine in Arizona, annoying in Florida. That's not a Haier-only issue, it's portable AC reality. They imply quiet operation. Reality, all portable ACs keep the compressor in the room with you. My measurements. 56 dB at 6 feet on low fan, 63–64 dB on high. For context, that's normal for this class, conversation level hum on low, TV volume bump required on high. If you're a light sleeper, bedroom use on high will bug you. They suggest quick, painless installation, mostly true, but there's nuance. The window kit fits standard double-hung windows and many sliders with the panel vertical. Evidence. I had it installed in under 15 minutes, but I did need to add foam and tape to stop hot air leakage around the panel, and the single hose gets warm. Insulating the hose improved performance by 1–2 degrees at the register. The plot twist, a leaky install eats a chunk of your cooling. Energy claims are light, but let's do the math. My power meter showed 1213.50 watts while the compressor was running. At an average $0.18 per kWh, that's roughly 22–24 cents per hour. Compare that to a 10K SACC dual-hose portable or a 12K BTU U-shaped window unit, and you'll often get better cooling per watt with those alternatives. Here's where it gets mathematically impossible. Expecting window unit efficiency out of a single-hose portable. Different tool, different trade-offs, cooling performance. In a sealed test room set to 72 F from an 80 F start, it pulled down at about 10–12 degrees per hour initially, then tapered, which is normal. Supply air measured mid-50s F at the vent on high, good. In direct sun rooms, expect slower pull-downs. If you insulate the exhaust hose and block light around the window panel, you get noticeably better stability. Noise. 56 dB low, 60 dB medium, 63-64 dB high at 6 feet, A-weighted. Low is fine for work calls, high is white noise territory. Compressor cycling thump is audible but not harsh. What the marketing doesn't mention, the fan runs even after the compressor stops, so if you crave absolute quiet between cycles, this isn't a silent partner. Installation and build. The casters roll smoothly, the handles are sturdy, and the control panel is straightforward. The included window kit is the usual telescoping plastic, workable, not premium. Here's what nobody tells you. The gasket foam they include prevents rattles, but you'll likely want extra weather stripping for a tighter seal, especially in sliders. Several owners report the exhaust hose softens and radiates heat. I saw a 8F surface temp rise that warms the room slightly. A simple hose wrap fixes that. Dehumidification and drainage. Claimed high moisture removal checks out in dry to moderate conditions thanks to self-evap. In sticky weather, expect periodic tank drains. I collected roughly 2.5 liters over 3 hours in a 70% RH test with continuous run. A continuous drain option would help. If your space allows gravity drain, use it. Energy use and cost. Typical draw around 1.3 kW, peak spikes on compressor start. If you run it 6 hours daily during a heat wave, you're looking at around $1.30 per day at average rates. That's typical portable AC economics. If efficiency is your top priority, a modern inverter window unit beats it. User sentiment. Review patterns are consistent across multiple retail sites. Strong cooling for closed rooms, setup is easy, noise is acceptable but not bedroom quiet, and humidity can force manual draining. The red flags I watch for fake specs or dropshipping aren't here. It's a legit Haier unit with predictable single hose trade-offs. Verdict: buy with caution and know your use case. If you need a credible portable for a 300-450 square foot closed room, can handle moderate noise, and want a straightforward install without cutting glass, the Haier HPND14XCT does the job. Pros: solid pull down in medium rooms, simple controls, decent build, reputable brand. Cons: single hose efficiency penalty, gets loud on high hose heat, and occasional draining in humid climates. Price swings matter. If you find it under the mid-$400s, it's competitive. North of $600, I'd consider a dual hose portable or a U-shaped window unit for better efficiency. Bottom line: worth it if portability is non-negotiable, skip it if you can install a window unit. Stay cool and stay skeptical. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions or a room layout you want me to sanity check? Drop it in the comments. Next up, I'm testing a dual hose portable against a modern inverter window unit to see which one wins in real-world humidity. Until then, stay savvy and stay savage out there.